Hello, my name is Sean, and this is Go. And today on Golden Opportunities, I want to talk about the new Maserati MC20. Now, it's been about 15 years since Maserati had a supercar with the MC12, and now the MC20 is here. So I'm gonna give you a couple of specs to this car, and then give a few of my thoughts. The MC20 has 621 horsepower, 538 pound-feet of torque, and has a top speed of 200 miles per hour. This car has an 8-speed dual clutch, and it's a 6-cylinder of V6 mid-engine supercar. Now, not hypercar like its predecessor sort of was, and it also doesn't have the same top speeds, about 5 miles off. And of course, this, like I said, is the first supercar Maseratis produced, and they're saying they built this car totally in-house. With some of the news articles I've read said that might not be the case. And you're probably like me, you're probably wondering why they went with the V6 instead of a V8 or a V12 like the MC12 was. And I gotta say, I really don't know why. And this car isn't thirsting for power. It has plenty of power. Its top speed is plenty good for a supercar. It probably has something to do with the regulations of how things are going now. We're trying to save the environment. We're trying to save fuel, and you know, you're gonna do that with a V6 and not a V8 or a V12. Now, they're also talking about making an electric power plant for this car. They're thinking all electric as well, so there might be a hybrid version and an electric version of this car. I don't know yet. I don't know how many of these they're making or when it's coming out. I'm guessing late next year or summer next year. It could even be early next year. I don't even know. Now let's get to the meat of the meal, the reason why you came here, and if Maserati missed their golden opportunity with the MC20. Now, I think they missed the opportunity for a hypercar several years ago, when they could have made a Maserati version of the LaFerrari, like they did with the Enzo Ferrari and the MC12. I think that was a big opportunity. They missed it, but I understand that car with the Maserati platform would have been super expensive to make, and probably would have rivaled Ferrari too closely, probably devaluing the LaFerrari, even though I think that's completely impossible. The LaFerrari is an amazing car, but you would have think with the SF90 Stradale coming, they would try to get a Maserati version of that car. I don't know what the relationship between Maserati and Ferrari are these days, but with what they created with the MC12, you think they would try to recreate that in the modern age. If the pricing for the SF90 is correct, and we're talking around $300,000 to $400,000, I really couldn't see them bringing out a Maserati that's $100,000 less. That would devalue that car, and that car is not limited to anything, so it would be a hard sell collectors wise, because the MC12 is a collector car. I don't think this car is going to be a collector's car at all. I think they're going to try to sell as many of these as possible. I still don't know what the pricing is going to be for this car. Could be $1 million for all I know. It's not a hypercar, so I highly doubt they're going to bring out a Maserati that's going to cost more than the next Ferrari hypercar. And let me just say that the SF90 Stradale is not the predecessor, or successor should I say, to the LaFerrari. It's just another hypercar that Ferraris decide to bring out for, you know, the people who can't afford a $2 million or $3 million all electric or hybrid sports car. But I will say that I am pretty excited for this Maserati. I'm not gonna judge its performances because, you know, I'll say that for when I get the opportunity to drive it, which will probably be never. So, but you do never know. I might get a call from Maserati and they might say, hey, come try this car out. It'd be a pretty good experience for me and the channel. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there. Come on, Maserati, hit me up. I'm out here, baby. I'll drive your car. But all of that stuff aside, I won't say they missed a golden opportunity. I think the opportunity for a Maserati supercar is hot right now. We haven't had one for so long that I don't even think it matters what they bring out. And the V6 might hurt the car. It might not. I think at this point, since the Ford GTs come out, people are getting used to that, and I think there's no beef behind it. And I would say this car wouldn't have made my 100 fastest cars because it is 200 miles per hour, and I wouldn't, you know, push off the Ferrari F40 for it because, like I said before, it's not out yet. So we have to wait and see if it's actually faster than that or not. And yeah, I think I ran my mouth long enough. I'm going to end this video here. So what do you think of the MC20? Do you think it's the proper successor to the MC12, or did you want a SF90 Stradale skinned Maserati? Let me know. And with that said, I like to bring this video to a close. So if you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you want to see what I got planned next, come see what I got planned next. Got a lot of stuff for this channel. Really want you guys to be there with me. And with that said, I'll catch you later.